Hello my dear students. Today in this class we are starting our next chapter, third chapter, that is understanding quadrilaterals. At first, let us understand what is meant by a plane surface. Plane surface. I have a paper in my hand. This paper, we can take it as an example of a plane flat surface. Okay. This paper has no height. It has only length and breadth. Like that, a plane surface, we can say it is a paper. It has a infinite length and infinite breadth. Next, let us understand what is meant by a plane curve. A plane curve, when we have multiple dots, if we join these dots, we get a plane curve. Whether it is understand it is curve, so when we join some points, we get a plane curve. We have given these four figures in our textbook. Let us understand what are these. Okay. So it seems like a curve, simple curve, but it is not closed, right? We can say it is a simple curve. It is not closed. What about this one? We can say it is not a simple curve. Why? Because this line intersecting itself. If a line intersecting itself, it is not a simple curve. Okay. So this is simple curve, but it is not closed. This is not a simple curve. We can say it. This one, it is not intersecting. So what we can say about this one? We can say this curve is a closed one. It's a simple closed curve. This is also a closed curve, but we can say it is not a simple one. If we want to say a simple curve, it should not intersect. These lines are intersecting, so we cannot say it is a simple. It is a simple one. It is a closed but not a simple one. Next, we are going to understand what is meant by polygons. Polygons means simple closed curve made up of line segments. This is a simple closed curve. So these three are simple closed curves examples, and it made up of line segment, only using line segment, not curved lines. Okay, line segments, straight lines, only using straight lines. So these three are examples of, we can say these are polygons. It are a simple. Why it is simple? It is not intersecting. Okay, simple. It is closed. Also we can say simple closed curve made up of line segments. So what are these? These are not a polygons. These are not polygons. Why these are not a polygon? You can see these two lines are intersecting, and these are intersecting here, and if you see the third one, it is not closed. So we can say these three are examples. We can say it is not a polygon type. Next, let us see the classification of different types of polygons. Polygons with the three sides, we call it as a triangle. Polygons with the four sides, we call it as a quadrilateral. Five sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With the five sides, we call it as a pentagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With six sides, we call it as a hexagon. With the seven sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seven sides, we call it as a heptagon. With eight sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eight sides is called as octagon. With nine sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 sides we call as nanogon. Finally, the 10 sides, we call it as a decagon. Okay, it has 10 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's called as decagon. Next, let us understand what is meant by diagonals of a polygon. A diagonal is nothing but a line segment joining non-consecutive vertices of a polygon. What is non-consecutive vertices? For example, consecutive vertices, consecutive. The word consecutive meaning, which means adutha, totta. So the vertices very next to, neighboring vertices. These two are P and Q are consecutive. P and S are consecutive, like that. S and R are consecutive. Non-consecutive means P and non means it is alternative vertices. So we can join that P and R. When you join these two vertices, so this line segment is called as a diagonal. So we can say this is a diagonal. So rectangle has two diagonals, right? So we can draw two diagonals here. We can draw diagonal non-consecutive. A and E are consecutive. So we can draw to A to D one diagonal and D to B one diagonal. So from D we can draw two diagonals. The same way from A we can draw two diagonals like this. From B we can draw one and we can draw two diagonals. From C also we can draw one and two diagonals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Okay. Let us draw for this one. So non-consecutive. So which means these two opposite we can consider. So we can draw a diagonal for it. Okay, dear students, let us understand the words interior and exterior. You know about it, interior and exterior. Of a polygon, we can say what the region inside the closed curve, it is called as interior. So this is interior. Then outside the boundary line, it is called as the exterior. Next, let us understand what is meant by convex and concave polygons. Convex means no part of its diagonal will come in its exterior. If you see that, these two are example of convex, and its diagonals are, you can see it is inside, interior. No diagonals of these two polygons is in outside. So everything in inside. So we can say it is a convex polygon. And if you see the third one of its diagonal, one is inside, another one is outside, another which is one is in interior, another one in exterior. If any polygon's diagonal comes out, it is in the outside, so we can say it is a concave. Such types of polygons are concave. So if you see that this one, one of its diagonal comes at exterior, so this is also a type of a concave polygon. Next, we are going to understand what is meant by regular polygon and irregular polygon. A regular polygon means it should be equiangular and equilateral. Let us understand what is meant. Equiangular means all angles are equal, and equilateral means all sides are equal. For example, this triangle is equilateral triangle. This quadrilateral is equilateral. We say it is a square because in square all sides are equal. If all sides are equal and all angles are equal, we say it is a regular polygon. These lines indicates, we mark these lines for a show that these sides are equal. If you take this triangle, this right angle triangle, this angle is right angle, and if you see that these two angles are different, and also we can see that all sides are not equal, so we cannot say it is a regular polygon, it is an irregular polygon. We can take this rectangle. though the angles are equal, it is equiangular, but the opposite sides are equal and the sides, all four sides are not equal, it is not a equilateral. So it is equal angle but not a equilateral. So we can say it is an irregular polygon, this type of a irregular polygon. Hope you understood both the regular, what is meant by regular and irregular. Dear students, next we are going to understand the angle sum properties of a quadrilateral. You already learned that angle sum property of a triangle. Let us split this quadrilateral into two triangles. We know that the sum of the measures of angles of a triangle is equal to 180. We can take this angle 1 and angle 2 and angle 3. When we add these three angles, we get the sum as 180. Same way, we can split this as angle 4 and we can mark it as angle 5 and angle 6. When we add these angle 4 and angle 5 and angle 6, we get the sum as 180 degree. So here 180 degree, here also 180 degree. When we add 180 plus 180, 180 degree plus 180 degree, we get 360 degree. From this we can understand that the sum of the measures of angles of a quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree. So this is an important understanding. The sum of the measures of angles of a triangle, of a quadrilateral, interior angles, the sum of the measures of interior angles of a quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree. Based on this, we do problems later. Let us understand this first. Dear students, these are the figures given in exercise 3.1, question number 6. This is the first figure is given. The question is, we have to find the angle measure of x. X is an angle measure, we should find it. Since we can see it is a quadrilateral with we have how many sides? 4 sides we have. So okay, we know that sum of, just before in the class I said the sum of measures of interior angles of a quadrilateral equal to 360. So when you add all 4 angles, we get 360. So what is the x value? Think and calculate and find the x value. If we add all 4, we get 360. So what is the x value here? Think and write. Next, here it is given that this angle is x, we have to find. This is 70 and this is 60. What about this angle? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 sides, so it is a quadrilateral. So if this is given as this symbol, which meaning this, here it is given square, which meaning is this is 90 degree right angle. If this side is right angle, what about this one? We know that angle in a straight line is equal to 180 degree, right? This is 90, means what is the next one? 180 minus 90, this is also equal to 90. So this angle is 90, this 60 and 70. Sum of all 4 angles of a quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree. So when you add these 3 angles and subtract from 360, we get x value. And here, if you see that this is a pentagon, we can divide it as 3 triangles. 1, 2, 3. This angle, this sum of angle is 180. This sum of angle is 180. This sum of angle is 180. We have 3 180s are there. Okay, and here it is given x, which means this is a regular pentagon. All angles are equal. So this angle is also x. This is also x. This is also x. This is also x. How many x are we having? 5x. We have 5x and we have 180 plus 180 plus 180. So you can add everything and find the value of x. Dear students, in the 7th question of exercise 3.1, we should find the value of x plus y plus z. We should find x measurement of x angle and y angle and z angle. After finding it, we should add everything and find the sum total. How do you find x? X, how do you find? Because this straight line angle is 180 degree, minus 90 we get x. Here also straight line, so 180 minus 30 we get z. How do you get y? Here is the real problem, isn't it? It's very simple. We know that sum of all three angles, sum of this angle and this two angles is equal to 180 degree, right? So from 180, if you minus 30 and again if you minus 90, we get this angle, right? When you get this angle, this is also straight line, from 180 we can subtract this angle, so we get y value. After getting y value, add everything. ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞത് മനസ്സിലായെങ്കിൽ ഒന്നും കൂടി വീഡിയോ ഒന്ന് പ്ലേബാക്ക് ചെയ്യുക. Try to understand and give the answer. Let's see the next question of it. See the question number 7 2. We should find the value of, find x plus y plus, so w plus x plus y plus z. We should find it. So how do you find the w? First, we know that sum of all four angles is equal to 360. From 360, add all these three, and from 360 subtract, we get this angle from here, this question mark angle. Okay, after getting this, from 180 you subtract this angle, what you got, you will get the w value. How do you get the z? From 180 you subtract 60 because this is a straight line. How do you get y? From 180 you subtract 80, you get y value, and x you get 180 minus 120, you get x value. So after getting w, x, y, z, add everything, you get the sum. That is our final answer. So do it, these questions. Hope you understood. If you have any doubt, you can contact in the doubt clearance time. It is given. So thank you for watching. See you in the next class.